personally, I give me some more time to practice this. Like, teach me more. Hello Shavon Society, welcome back to another video. I'm Shavon Michel'le. If you are new here, I am a licensed esthetician here in the state of North Carolina and currently a nursing student to expand into be an aesthetic nurse to have a fully running medical spa. So as you can tell by the title today, we will, go ahead and subscribe now, because trust me, you're gonna want to subscribe. Tell a friend, like, comment, all the things. We will be talking about some things you need to know, need to do, and are a little helpful for you before you even become an esthetician. So let's name this steps you need to take, or I'll say things you need to do to become an esthetician. That's a pretty long title, right? To get into esthetician school. Y'all know what I mean. You'll know when we get into the okay. So if any of that long title interests you, keep watching and let's get into the information. All right, so of course I have my list here, y'all. I wrote it down, so we'll go over. I'll keep looking down so I can go make sure I don't miss anything. And then also I have a few resources that I thought would be cool to give you, and by resources I mean starter books, guides, websites, and podcasts, because I'm a podcast girl. I don't know about you, but it's something about listening to information that really helps it just like go directly to your mind. I don't know, but I like to listen to podcasts, so I will tell you some really good ones that I've liked about skincare and esthetician stuff. So the first thing that you need to do or have before you can even think about actually enrolling into a beauty college is either your GED or your high school diploma. So I know a lot of you are either in high school now, because I know I have people who, I have like an age range. I know I have a lot of people who are still in high school and want to become an esthetician, so they have not even started anything yet. They haven't graduated to know what to do. And then I know I have people who are a little older who want to go back to become an esthetician. And so this applies no matter what age you are. You have to either have a GED or a high school diploma, and then that's when you can even apply to be into whatever beauty college is in your area. So the second thing that's on my list, research at least 2 to 3. This is just my opinion or my suggestion. You never want to just jump into it. You know, research and really figure out if this is something that you want to do, because it is a commitment either way. It's not the longest term commitment, but it is definitely a commitment, and you have to be committed to it in order for it to work for you in your favor. So research at least 2 to 3 different beauty schools in your area. They may not be really in your area, because I've noticed a lot of people have to commute for trades and things like that's really specific like this, because it's not going to be a whole lot of locations, that a whole lot of certified accredited locations that you're gonna find always in your area. So make sure that when you're researching, do your due diligence, make sure that school is accredited to even be giving you an actual approval to sit in front of the licensing board to take your theory and practical for your aesthetic license. Because you can go to places now, they open them up like popcorn is popping in a microwave, but they're not accredited, so you can't actually be approved for state board. And in order to practice as an esthetician, that establishment has to be accredited. So make sure that they are, and everything that you do, your hours count, and they are being sent directly to your state's board. Okay. Another thing, while you're researching these 2 to 3 establishments, you want to make sure it's something that fits you, if that makes sense. Now, each esthetician is not going to be the same. We are all taught from different types of it's just different. Some schools are more corporate, some schools are more holistic. Like, it just depends on what school you go to, okay? So pick which school fits you. You can go to like an Aveda. I went to Aveda, but Aveda may not be for you, and I just like them as a brand itself. And I know that the brand itself and all of their protocols, like how we're taught to do this, all of the therapies that we even do, they do a lot of with the senses. So where you have like the aromas and putting the aromas on your towels and making it a full experience. All schools don't do that. All schools don't have hand therapies and all schools don't have stuff like that. I know that that fit me as a person, I guess, or where I would like my business to feel like. So I went with them, and they are definitely on the more pricier side. So you want to make sure not only does the place that you picked fit your style of the type of esthetician that you want to be, or the type of style you want to learn from. Like if you see this is who I want to learn from, making sure it's something in your budget as well. All of those boxes are not going to be checked, so don't think that they are. You're not going to find the perfect school. It's not going to be in the perfect price range. It's not going to be in the perfect area. It's just not, okay? Sorry. My next thing, okay? Start a financial aid application and a financial plan. Two separate things. So once you figure out the school, you have your GED, you have your diploma, then set up interviews with at least 2 or 3 of them. Like I said, compare so you can know what school fits you better. Then you want to already start filling out financial aid to see if you can even afford to go to the place that you like and picked, and do it for even the multiple choices that you have, because you can fill out a financial aid application, if you didn't know, for multiple schools, and it'll tell you, you know, specifically what will be what for each school. But doing that, you need a financial plan, and I mean a financial plan that's personal to your life. Where are you in life right now? What are your finances? What's your job? What's your lifestyle? And by lifestyle, I mean, do you have kids? Do you not have kids? Are you single? Are you only, like, is it only your time, or does your money go to just taking care of you? Are you single and living at home with parents, so you're not paying any big bills, you're just mostly taking care of yourself, or whatever? Or maybe not, maybe your parents are taking care of you, or maybe you're a grown up with a whole life, maybe already a whole career, maybe already running businesses, deciding to go back to do this, so you're not going to be able to work as much, and you have kids, so you have to be able to afford whatever with children to even get through the process of school. So figure that out. What's your finances? What's your lifestyle? What is your story right now? Because if you don't figure that out now, you, not saying you can't do it, but you'll be setting yourself up for a lot of discouragement that you don't even need, a lot of failure that you will be thinking or may possibly experiencing that you don't need, because it's a full-time commitment. You're gonna have to be in school full-time for however long or however many hours that specific state needs to you to be in school to be approved to practice. So take the test at the board. So like where I am specifically in North Carolina, I believe we needed, man, this was a while ago, I believe we needed 650 hours, 700 hours. I think it was 6 something. So we needed 650, don't quote me. So that just means 600 hours means that the program is going to be a little bit longer, because some places only 300, 400, 450, 6 to 700 or 750, I think, are like some of the states that need the higher, more strict, higher requirements. And I actually appreciate it more, because imagine only needing 300 hours to practice something like somebody's skin, the anatomy and physiology of skin. Like, I wouldn't even feel comfortable. It's not enough schooling. Like, I don't know anything yet, and not, especially not to be taking a board and being licensed and playing in people's face. Like, it's no, personally, give me some more time to practice this. Like, teach me more. I feel like the longer hours really made me feel a little bit more confident about what I knew as an esthetician, as a beginner, because you really don't know anything still then, but you feel a little bit more confident. So you need to factor in, how are you going to stay committed with your bills, whatever your lifestyle is. This is why I told you think about your life, everything for that amount of time consistently. You can't drop out and come back into school whenever you want to. A lot of these schools have stipulations on how much time you can even miss, because these are accelerated programs and you have to be full-time in order to even get your hours to take the state boards, to get a license. So you have to be full-time committed, 8 to whatever night, if you got a night classes, 5 to 10, like whatever your schedule is, it's gonna be it's gonna be a full-time. So for me, I think it was like some classes maybe 8 to 4, and then we had like 9 to 5:30. Like it just depends, but you're in school all day either way. So figure out what your lifestyle is, come up with your financial plan personally, do your financial aid, figure out what you qualify for, and have some savings or have some plan that I can be okay for 6 months straight. I can be okay for 8 months straight. I can be okay for 4 months straight, because I've already planned out or saved or put money where it needs to go for me to be able to stop working full-time and maybe go to part-time and go to school full-time. This is something that is very important and not a step that you want to skip, okay? Because it's going to make it more frustration. It's going to make it more frustrated for you to think about worrying how you're going to live your life outside of school while you're trying to focus on school. And you should have this figured out so that the only thing you need to do is focus on school. Lean on your support system. If you don't have a support system, create one. If your friends around you can't be a support system for you, I don't think I need to say the next line, okay? All right, the next thing or tip or gem, whatever you would like to say, to become an esthetician is save step by step. Unless you're somebody who just have a whole bunch of money to just ball out all at once, do you, okay? But for the average person, you need to save, because you have to pay for all of your equipment. This is going to be a self-employed business if you don't go to work for someone else. If you choose to go work for someone else, they're gonna have the equipment, of course. But if you want to practice outside of that, like if you ever want to do facials on friends and family, even outside of your job, you have to have the proper equipment. Like if you want to be an esthetician outside of just going to work, you have to have the equipment, okay? Because the equipment is not cheap, and it's something that a lot of those disposables you have to keep rebuying anyway. So make sure you're factoring in that, okay, I have to buy supplies. So maybe let me put this away, you know, here, bits and pieces, and it'll add up by the time you finish school anyway, and you're good to go. So for me, I did that. And when I was graduating, I had everything. There was literally nothing for me to do but to move into my suite once we found it, because I had already just kind of bought everything, and so I really was just decorating at that point. All right, the next tip that you need to factor in before you're enrolled into esthetician school, just to think about, is childcare if you have children, and things like that, like your commute, a reliable source of transportation. Are you driving? Most times you have to commute. Figure out gas, figure out, like, all these things matter. And I'm not sure, I haven't seen a video where people tell you to factor these things in, like to become an esthetician or whatever, but it's very important, and that's why I want to make sure I added it, because it's gonna come up regardless. You have to drive to school, you have to get there somehow. Even if someone drops you off, their vehicle has to drop you off. If you do have kids, the kids have to go somewhere. Like, you have to figure all this out. Like, if you were at home with them at the times that you're going to have to do full-time school, then it's just, you know, maybe you have to pick daycare centers that's closer to your school and sacrifice different things about your life just for you all to get through this temporary moment, you know, for you to be finished and get your license and everything. So factor all of that stuff in, and figure out a schedule, a routine now. If you don't figure out a routine with your children now, have a plan B, please. Let me have a plan B, okay? because plan A is not always gonna work. So just have something you can fall back on, of somebody you can call, and with the, you know, when it comes to emergencies and stuff like that. Okay, another thing is start promoting now. Start promoting now. Some people wait until they're like, I'm not doing anything yet, I'm gonna wait till I'm done. Not the best idea. You'll feel behind by the time you get to school, get out of school, and you're like, I haven't built any traction yet. I've heard so many people, and then I don't know if you guys know, like the people who obviously follow me know, but for the new people, I mentored a lot of beginner estheticians, or just people who may have been estheticians but kind of stalled out for a while and wanted to kind of start back over, or someone changing their career, like in different paths. You know, maybe they want to do this now. So I've mentored a lot of students. I've taught a lot of students, meaning like they took specific classes about something specific. I noticed a lot of them all pretty much had similar feelings when it came to maybe how they started out or where they was as far as social media goes. And the presence matter. I'm working on it, like business wise, not personally, like that's pretty much simpler, but business wise, it's so hard to stay on top of like your business promoting social media wise, and it just seems like another job in a job. And some people don't even like some people aren't social media savvy. Some people just want to old school it and say, I'm here, this is what I do, this is my website, book me. I want to just be word of mouth. It's not like I don't want to make everything content and post everything. Like some people are not like that, but it is beneficial, y'all. So if you are starting school, go ahead and figure out that business name now, so that way you know that it's available. Go ahead and make your social media accounts, so that way you can hype people up, entice them. This is going to be coming. Talk about different skincare facts. Get people discussing, tell them things they don't know. Maybe do some skincare, you know, videos of real, like say what your favorite skincare is now. Say what you learn in your journey in school. Like if you learn something new about AHAs or BHAs this week, which is alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids, and it's something interesting about it. A lot of people don't know about the specifics when it comes to the anatomy of the skin. Post about it so more people can understand why it's very beneficial to take care of your skin. Book a esthetician for professional skincare, why they need you, you know, and have them excited to come to your page. Do not get distracted. I know it's going to be easy. Don't get discouraged. Sometimes people don't have the best intentions for you or your life, and that is okay, because what do it matter what you think? Okay, I'm gonna do this for me. I'm going to succeed, and if not, hey, I'm going to at least try and say I did it and I gave it my all. So whatever doesn't sound right as far as your decision about how this is going to fit into your life, of you going back at whatever age you're in, because don't let that stop you, to go to beauty school, just make it happen. Okay, and only listen to you and whoever your God, you know, whatever you believe, whatever you need to do, listen to that person. For me, it's my God. Okay, for you, it's whatever, and you, okay, and whoever is your support, you know, and you do it. Because if that's what you're focused on, you're gonna do it, you know. So, and they gotta be, oh, I didn't think they could do, you know. So it's just kind of like people gonna feel however, they're gonna say whatever. Most of the time they don't want you to do, they don't want you to be doing more, they don't want you to do better, they don't want you to change, they don't want you to do better than them, they don't want, you know, whatever. So do it anyway. All right, so the last thing is start to look at skincare or esthetology, because that's the major esthetology sources. Like, learn about what you're going to be learning about, like, and take it upon yourself to go outside of the sources of school, because like I said, it's never going to feel like enough. You're going to want more resources. You're going to want to really know what you don't know, you know. You want to download the Esthetician Exam Center. I'll probably put something on the screen. And this app is going to start helping you to get ready to take your boards. well, your theory, I'll say that, because it's multiple choice. Another source is a book called The Skincare Bible. It's by Dr. Anjali Mahato. Hopefully I said that right. Of course, you're gonna have to get the My Lady book. They don't give you the My Lady, but you will need to get it to understand fundamentals of skincare more. You can get the standard one. If you're not taking advanced esthetician program, I can't think, but if you're not taking that, then you just need the standard fundamentals My Lady book. So my podcast suggestions are Skin in the City. Another one I love is Spa Marketing Made Easy, the Beauty Biz Show. Those are my suggestions with resources that you all can start with. And then also, I have resources of my own. If you check the description below, I have a beginner esthetician guide ebook that's really cool. And in my ebook, it gives you sources of like brands to start out with. It gives you like tips. It tells you kind of the things you should do and shouldn't. I have like an Amazon list of things that worked for me. Like, it's a bunch of like different resources on that ebook. So if you want to go ahead and get my beginner esthetician guide ebook, those are the kind of things that I said you should be investing in and looking for as far as to set you up for success in school and right when you get out of school. Another thing is watching videos. Watch videos about different things that you want to know about being an esthetician, like you're doing now, so you're already on the right track. Look at other estheticians on here and get a feel for what you like, what you may want to offer, you know, just different tips, you know, about this journey in general, because again, all estheticians aren't the same, so you can kind of figure out what you gravitate and you relate to as far as business wise. If you want to start on your own, if you want to start in like more working for someone like in a spa, it's totally up to you. They have, I'm sure it's tons of resources where you can find someone that fits for you to feel a little bit more comfortable about your decisions. So definitely keep doing your due diligence, research, look up, read, figure out your financials, figure out your schedule, commit yourself to this decision. So thanks again for watching. I hope this was helpful for you all. I will have more videos to come, of course, so make sure y'all support, because the more you support me, the more you like, the more you comment, and the more you share the videos, the more videos I'm able to actually make, and the more times it's seen by someone, so that way it's helping other people. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye. And if